Good morning. Yeah, this is. What's going on, YouTube? This is Jesse with Arizona RC, back with another RC car video. So we have here a Arrma Typhon 6S. This is going to be a setup, the motor and ESC out of a Arrma Felony. So I picked this up last night, and the person that I picked it up from, the guy, he had an Arrma Felony that he swapped out and put the motor in a Arrma Typhon 6S. I had to do a couple things to it this morning to get it to run. So I had to rebind the receiver to the transmitter. I also had to, it was missing this hex 17 mil. So I took it off of my Arrma Creighton right here. I took it off of there. I'm gonna have to buy a new set, which is fine. I didn't want to have to wait though to test drive this thing. So this should be all good to go. I did make sure that everything was tuned correctly on the remote, the throttle, throttle trim, steering trim, brake rate, all that type of stuff. I ran it this morning before, not ran it, but I tested it out before, right after I binded the receiver, and the pinion gear the screw wasn't tight, so the pinion gear started to slip off. I don't know if you can see it or not. I had to tighten that bad boy up. But this is the setup right now. I'm only going to be running on 3S today. I want to get this thing a test drive before I put it up to 6S or even 4S. But you'll see the driving video here coming soon, and I will see you guys shortly. What's going on, YouTube? This is Jesse with Arizona RC. We're back with another RC car video. Today we have a 6S Arrma Typhon. I just picked this up last night from a guy on Facebook Marketplace. It does have a setup from Arrma Felony. It has the motor and ESC just put into this car. And I don't know if this is pronounced Arrma Typhon or Arrma Typhon. I've always called it an Arrma Typhon. But it's a pretty nice, clean car. He just replaced the shocks in the back. So those are brand new. I did have to replace the 17 mil hex in the front. I took it off of Arrma Creighton. But this is what she looks like. She's pretty clean. As you can see, the front is a little bit wider stance than the back. I kind of think that's a little bit funny looking, but I would have to, I think I'm going to try to get that fixed sometime soon. So right now we're running on 3S. We're running on 3S, and it's going to be a 50% throttle from the remote. Yeah, 50% is kind of slow, even over here, so I'm going to put it on 75%. That's 75% right there. I'm not going to go too fast over here because I don't want to hit any cars, but that's full throttle. 3S, 75% from the remote. It does handles really nice. Handles real nice. He does not want to race. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. Don't race. He does not want to race me. It's a little loud, but it steers pretty well. Handles pretty good so far. Yeah, I like how she drives. I do want to fix the width of the rear tires, though. I want to make that wider to match the front because it does look pretty funky. That's full throttle, 75% right there. Full throttle again. 75% from the remote. I would like to find a place that has a long straight stretch to drive this thing. The guy I bought it from did say that it got up to like over 100. So we'll have to do some speed runs at some point with this thing. The tires are pretty bald. I'm gonna have to buy a new set of tires on this thing. I do have 2 tires already, so I just have to buy 2 more at some point. I kind of like how she sounds too. She sounds pretty mean. All right, let's try 100% throttle from the remote on 3S. Alright, it's going to be 100% throttle, 3S. That's it right there, 100%, full throttle. That was 100% again. It was pulling a little bit to the right. I had to fix the trim. It looks like it's a little too far to the left now. So I think this may be my fastest car that I have now. Yeah, this thing is mean. This thing is mean. So I've never owned a 6S street car. I guess this should be considered like a buggy. Actually, I have. I lied. I did own a Felony about 5 years ago during COVID. But this is going to be the only street car I have right now that's 6S. My other street car we have is going to be the Arrma Vendetta, and that's only a 3S setup right now. That's full throttle. Woo, nice. So the guy that I bought this from, he said that he did a stretched Arrma Typhon 6S, and he sent me a video. It was pretty nice. He also bought the Limitless. I'm not sure what he put in there. I think it was a Mamba Monster setup. But he said that those 2 other RC cars that he had got up to around like 110, 120. So I'm sure this one will get close to the 100 mile per hour mark. I'm gonna have to find a spot to drive this though. I really want to fix my other cars though. My Traxxas Rustler, my Creighton, and my Traxxas Slash. Good morning. Yeah, this thing has some speed for sure. I'm glad I was able to test drive it so soon though. Get it running. I think for the Creighton, I think I'm gonna buy a new receiver, maybe a new remote, and try to get that thing working again. So for the Arrma Creighton, it turns on and it's bound to the remote, but it'll only turn left and right and won't go forward or backwards. So I may try to rebind it first, and if that doesn't work, I may try to get a new receiver. Yeah, this thing is a lot of fun. It did come with an extra set of like off-road tires, so I may try this thing on some gravel sometime. I also need to get a new set of batteries too. My batteries are most of my batteries are I've had for a while. Not too much life left on those things. That's full throttle right there. Yeah, this thing turns on a dime. I think this one handles better than the Arrma Vendetta, to tell you the truth. So the Arrma Vendetta, I lose control a lot easier than with this thing. Yeah, this thing is pretty fast. Man, this thing turns so tight. No issues at all. No loss of control. I haven't even come close to losing control with this thing today. This thing hugs the road. Woo! Yeah. Yes. I think I'm losing battery right now. Yep, battery's dying. The battery is dying. Let me show you under the hood again. Out here in some sunlight. All right, let's get a close up. This is what she looks like. She's clean, ain't she? The body's nice and new, no scrapes. The chassis, nice and new, not too bad looking underneath. Under the hood, looks almost brand new, real clean. Again, this is going to be the Arrma Felony motor and ESC put into a Arrma Typhon 6S. Again, this is the EXB, and that's what she looks like. So I'm going to be driving this thing on 6S after I find a nice open straight stretch of road. So be on the lookout for more videos, and I'll see you guys soon.